coming.
And there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, we are live today, this Facebook Live with real estate extraordinaire from Tucson, Arizona, but currently in Texas, Bridgett Baldwin. Bridgett, welcome to the show. Your audience goes crazy for you every time. You notice that?
Yeah, it's wild. I don't know why. It's just little me.
That's great. All right, well, start off by telling us a little about yourself, how long you've been doing this wonderful thing called real estate, all that good stuff.
All right. Well, my name's Bridgett Baldwin. I'm the team lead of the Tucson Agents real estate team in Tucson, Arizona. And I have been selling real estate full time since 2009. So I'm going into my 15th year. I got started just kind of on a whim. I was pregnant with my son 7 months along, and the employer I was working for at the time suggested I get my real estate license. I went to real estate school at night, worked for him during the day, and the rest is history. It was a really odd time to get into real estate just because of the market crashing, and everyone around us had a lot of trepidation on what the future of real estate looked like, but it was a great opportunity for me. I had a wonderful mentor, and I primarily listed and sold foreclosures. So I was kind of the big bad wolf knocking on doors of homes that were in default. So I learned a lot really, really quickly. I had a lot of transactional experience up front, and the business has evolved ever since.
Right. Wouldn't you agree that when you learned to sell back then, some of the habits and disciplines, I mean, because it's easier now in a lot of ways, right? You just learned, you had to be scrappy, you had to grind, you had to do all kinds of stuff to put it together, which really carries forward to today, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely. You got to be able to roll with the punches for sure. Things change, legislation changes, forms change,
Oh, yeah.
processes change, like that. There was a ton of change during that time. And so I never really had a solid footing, which was, for people that love structure, probably very challenging. But for me, it was challenging in the best way because it allowed me to learn on my feet.
Right. Learn by experience, especially, did you do cash for keys and all that good stuff too?
Oh, yeah. Yep. Cash for keys. Having all the
That,
flashbacks.
it almost seems like that was a different lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Completely.
I mean,
Completely.
it is so different today. Hopefully we don't have anything anywhere near that. That only usually happens once in 3 or 4 lifetimes. So hopefully we're good for a while because that was a crazy time.
It was a crazy time. And you think of it, and a lot of people feel really sad for the families that were displaced and that couldn't afford the homes that they were approved for. But honestly, in my personal experience, there were a lot of families that were embracing that new chapter. Like when I showed up at that door, it was almost a sense of relief. Like they knew it was coming. They had avoided the phone calls and the mailings for so long that they saw a face and a human that can explain to them the next step. They got some cash to be able to move on, rent, save up again. And so, there was a silver lining to that time period for sure that I
Yeah.
was able to win.
Yeah, everybody got, it's funny you say that because I'm listening to Arnold Schwarzenegger, his book called Be Useful. He is so funny. I just love his sense of humor. My favorite line in the book is napping is for babies. Anyway, he talks about because he's had a lot of ups and downs and, the whole, he was governor, but then he said basically what you just said too. There's something great about when you scrap and start over for your character, for your integrity, right? I think it has a lot of benefits as far as that goes.
Yeah, 100%. So I wonder what a lot of those families are doing now. I should check back in, see if I can find them.
There you go. But a
Right?
lot of people stay in the same area too. A lot of people moved. It was a very interesting time. But okay, today is totally different. Tell us a little about what you're doing today and all that good stuff. Maybe a little about your team too. That'd be great.
Okay, well, my team is comprised. We have two full-time buyer's agents, Erica Gaxiola and Adrian Ramirez, and we are honestly like family. We've gotten so close over the years. I've always told them that they need to catch up to me because I'm still selling. They need to catch up to me and pass me. That's my goal. I want to be working on the business, but also in it. And I want them to just be hustling right alongside me so that we have that friendly competition. And Erica's about to pass me this year. So far, her numbers are crazy through the roof. Adrian's catching up. Um, we sold a little over 22 million in volume last year in 2023, and we're on track to do a little bit more this year, which is great. We're at about 12 million, 12,166,878 as of yesterday, to be exact. So we're very happy trucking right along. Um, we serve all of the Tucson metro area, so we help buyers, sellers. We do help tenants. The only thing we don't really touch is property management, but we help land. We've done a couple little commercial deals here and there. Um, and yeah, our primary focus is on just building a really solid culture, that attracts more of like-minded people. So we're looking to grow, probably not in 2024 in terms of the amount of agents on the team, but into the future, I'd like to grow us.
Yeah, so you've got your foundational people on there now, which is
Yes.
great. I've met them both super people, right?
Yeah.
And I love the fact that you want somebody to outproduce you, which is great. Still be that power of example at the same time, not be afraid to have people on the team. That says a lot about your ego, which is great. You got to have people on the team that are producing.
Yeah. No, I love it. I want them to know that it's 155% possible. I don't need to be
Right.
at the top because I started the team. You should be grinding and wanting to surpass me, you know? So
Right.
it's fun. Fun.
Absolutely. Yeah. And you guys do all kinds of cutting edge stuff. I love it. You guys are proactive. You also are very active on social media. Tell us how you do all those good things and keep them moving.
Yeah, so we've dialed in a pretty good system. We do 5 charity happy hour events a year in the community, and that's our opportunity to really give. Um, Not only our time, but we collect physical donations for different causes around Tucson and donate, to those causes. So it's a different charity each time, and we invite agents from the entire Tucson area. So it's not just Berkshire agents. We're bringing agents in from all different offices so that we can come together for a good cause. Everyone has a beverage if they want. And it's just a couple hours at a local bar or restaurant. We're all about supporting local. So that's been a cornerstone of our team, is really giving back to the community, networking with other agents in a positive way, and having fun while doing it. Um, we have leaned pretty heavily into video content. Um, we've got a lot of backlog right now, so I'm getting organized, and we took a little bit of a break in the last month, but we've been filming and are ready to post all those videos on a very consistent basis, because the key to success is consistency. So we've been having fun with those, getting a little creative there, some educational, some entertaining. We've traveled quite a bit as well. So we've done some home tours in different cities, which I'm really excited to release. And so, yeah, we really are focused on events, video, and just quality time together. We do have weekly team meetings. We go to classes together. We go to broker tours. So we're a huge part of each other's lives.
I love it. Yeah, and it's so true because you do the stuff like, the open houses and, education and content, but you guys also do creative stuff that shows people that you're not just the typical real estate agents. You have awesome personalities. You like to have fun. Tell us a little bit about that. Do you come up with a theme? Or do you just let it kind of organically generate as it goes?
We kind of, it sort of organically generates. A lot of what we do is very organic. Um, and I'll keep a little note app, or a little note in my notes app on my phone of just ideas, when they pop into my head. A lot while driving, not typing while driving, but the ideas come. So I keep a list. That way, when we're ready to put something together, I can just go to that note and write, see which one makes the most sense for that particular event. My favorite event, though, that we do is our Zoo Lights event, and that's specifically for our client base. And we provide admission to all of our clients that we've helped um, buy or sell real estate to the annual Zoo Light event at Reed Park Zoo in Tucson. So basically, the zoo lights up at night. They decorate all of the um, animal, what do they call them? Chambers. What are they called? Like the little animal exhibits. There it is.
Exhibits. Okay.
Exhibits, and they have music and they have hot chocolate, and the whole zoo is lit up. And of course, it's really beautiful outside. It goes from December to January, and we provide admission. We meet them outside the gate, usually on opening night if we can. We'll do opening night as our night. This year we actually had 2 nights because we had so many different people. We had to split it up. So we set up a table. We had some donuts. We had some coffee, and we have a friend dressed up as Frosty the Snowman. And then when our clients show up, they take a picture with Frosty. They have a donut. They'll get little ears or little stickers or something, a necklace, that's holiday themed to wear into the park so that everyone can kind of recognize, oh, Bridgett, or Erica, or you're with the Tucson agents. So a little bit of that recognition while they're in there. But what I love about it is that we're just providing an experience for their family to enjoy together. It's not all about us. It's not
Hmm.
come to a ballroom and let's all mingle and mix and talk and try to have everything in common. Because we work with so many walks of life. It's impossible for everyone to have something in common besides being a human. So I love that we have such a great turnout because people get to see us, in
Right.
person, catch up, say hi, let us know, show us pictures of the house, of the kids, of the pets, of whatever they've been up to. And then we send them on their way. They go in, they walk through the zoo, they have a nice time, they say bye on their way out. And then afterward, we take the picture of Frosty. We use a local print shop and we make little metal ornaments, holiday ornaments, so they can hang it in their house over the holidays, and they pack it away and bring it back out every single year. And it's a picture of their family with the year on it, and on the back side is a picture of the team. So I love it because you can give gifts to people, but some people are very minimalist and they want to just throw everything away. This I find it hard to believe, and if any of my clients are watching, you let me know. But I find it hard to believe anyone's going to throw away a picture of their family,
Yeah.
unless their
No,
family didn't.
people save
But
those. People save those.
yeah, I love that event. That's one of my favorite events that we've done, and we do it every single year. So that's pretty much like clockwork at this point. We got a really good system.
And everybody loves Frosty and donuts.
Right?
I mean,
I
who
mean,
can't? I mean, it's like everybody loves that. All right, awesome. And I know you're in a very unique market in Tucson too. So tell us a little about that and maybe some of the changes you've seen because I know since we've known each other that market has gone a little crazy and it's quite a place. There's a lot of interesting things in Tucson that not a lot of people know about too.
yeah, we do have a pretty good mix. And honestly, our market hasn't been as volatile as a lot of the other major markets that I've talked, to other agents about that are in bigger cities. But Tucson has a lot going for us. So we have the U of A. So we're seeing, parents that are buying investment properties for their kids and, either breaking even or making money on rent for those 4 or 5 years. Some keep it for up to 10. I just helped a client sell one that, his son graduated almost 20 years ago, but they've kept it as a rental. So it's a really strong rental market around the college. So we have that going for us. We've got Caterpillar headquarters, which is, a main draw. We've got Raytheon. We've got Hexagon Mining. We've got a lot of those bigger businesses. Geico has a big office. They opened there. The Amazon distribution department opened several years ago as well. So a lot of those bigger companies are bringing more young professionals to Tucson, which is really, really fun. We love working with first-time home buyers and bringing people in from out of state and just showing them around Tucson. We've got such an amazing restaurant community, local foods, local shops, local businesses. Um, we are a UNESCO city of gastronomy, so we've just are really well acclaimed in the culinary industry, which not a lot of people know, but it's
Yeah.
delicious, tons of different influences from all over the world. So, so we've got the big businesses. We've got tons of retirees as well, and those are our seasonal visitors, but they're coming in and they're buying homes for the winter months, so that keeps us ticking at a pretty good rate as well. And then new construction, every city's got their new construction communities that are going up, and we're getting quite a bit of move up buyers, people that are expanding their family or they've got parents moving home with them, things like that. So that's what we're seeing in Tucson right now, is just a pretty healthy mix, honestly, of not so much the opportunist buyers, the ones that are just looking for the low interest rate and ready to jump and buy a house just because it makes sense. It's more
Right.
of that buyer. I have to move. I got a job. I have a job out of state, so I need to sell. Mom's moving in, mom's moving out, things like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And your market is very healthy too. It's moving along pretty well. It's, think about the last 5, 6 years, what's happened as far as appreciation and so forth too, as well, right?
Definitely. And, for agents, it's a little tougher if you're new. But the agents that are established are seeing a ton of success right now. So if you're new, find someone established, latch on and learn, and just get that transactional experience under your belt, because it's a tough time right now for a brand new agent.
It really is. And speaking of that, you segued perfectly into my next question. Did you know it was coming? The question
Yes.
is, question is, okay, your top three things. If I'm an agent trying to be more successful or take it to the next level, or if I'm brand new, what would be the top three things you would tell them to focus on?
Well, I always come back to this one, but it's start an airtight CRM from day one. Day one, you talk to any experienced agent, and that's, you just need to have a database, a rock solid database. I don't care if you have 5 people in there. Know their first name, last name, birthday, anniversary, address, email address, spouse's name, dog's name, grandma's name, anything you know about them, their favorite food, their favorite color, what they hate, what they're allergic to. Get your database as robust as possible. Speaking from experience, having to clean up a database decades later, it's not fun. So start with an airtight client. Ask a lot of questions, stay curious, get to know your people as much as you possibly can. It will help you down the road to just provide them with the best experience, because you know them. You genuinely know them, and people like to be known, right? They like when you remember things about them. So that would be my number one. Um, for me, I would also say, to keep it simple, take care of yourself. There's so much right now that's a grind culture, a hustle culture. And while that is very important, you can't grind, you can't hustle from, you know, a centered place if you're not centered yourself, and you'll eventually burn out. So I would say, yes, it's exciting to get up and to make the calls and to do the showings and the previews and the open houses and all that. But don't lose sight of who you are and what your interests are, and your mental health, your physical health. Don't forget to be a person, because especially in a client oriented business, a service oriented business, you can lose yourself very quickly when you've got people calling you and wanting to show houses day and night, day and night, day and night. Show those houses, but make sure you find at least an hour, 2 hours of the day where it's just for you, or maintain that sense of self, because you can
Mm,
get lost pretty quickly. And
I love
let's
that.
see if I knew.
I would even say with number two for you that being authentically yourself, you have a unique way, which is very obvious, to be yourself, be productive, enjoy it, have fun, because it's very obvious that you allow, your authentic self into your business, which I think some people have a hard time doing, which you would have
Yeah.
no problem doing, which I think is great.
Thank you. Yeah, it's not easy. I mean, I spent a lot of years trying to be what everyone else wanted me to be. It took me a while to really understand that it's better to show up as myself. It's less tiring on me. And then you just attract the people that love to work with you. I mean,
Yeah.
if you're yourself, you're a positive person, or maybe you're a really negative person, you'll attract all your fun negative people that you get to just like, commiserate with and complain about the world with. Everyone has an equal and opposite match. So 100% authenticity is definitely a theme for me. um, and I guess to spin off on that, you know just stay really true to your culture, stay locked in on your culture. For me as a team leader, it's more important because I'm focused on culture and but for an individual agent, what I mean by that is, how do you treat your clients? How is your client experience when someone comes to you to sell a house or buy a house? What can they expect? Maybe a good exercise for a new agent would be to sit down and say, okay, this is my story. I'm a buyer. I just met Bridgett. This is how I'm going to feel. This is what I'm going to want. This is how I'm going to, experience the home buying process. Do the same thing for a seller. And then just show up as that person. It's not what did Ryan Serhant say recently? He said, I don't like when people say fake it till you make it. It's more like show up as your future self. Show up as the self that you see yourself to be. Just show up as that, because then there's no other choice but to become it and to attract it, right? So I would say just focusing on the client experience and how you want that to be. Are you extremely professional and serious? I mean, you can be professional and fun, but just are you very transactional? That's okay. Or do you like to bring humor? Are you a gift giver? So whatever your language is, your love language in work, just stay focused on that, and you're building your brand with every single thing that you do every day in real estate. Whether you know it or not, you're building your brand. So just be conscious of it.
Yeah, good. I love that. I think it's good. I think it's important that you, because you can make this business fun. Some of it is repetitious. Some of it can be a little bit of a grind, and that's all. It's like working out. Like working out, of course, you're going to sweat. It's going to be uncomfortable, but eventually, I think you learn to like it because of the results you get, and then you add in the stuff that makes you happy doing it. And it's very obvious when you are extremely enthusiastic and authentic about your job, and it's very obvious when you're not, I think.
Yeah, absolutely. I got up for my workout this morning and did not want to go talk to myself in and out of it 10, 15 times, but it's that one song that I play, right? I put on my one song that starts my playlist, and I have my little, branched chain amino acid drink I have, and it just kind of triggers that sensation of, okay, I'm drinking the drink that I drink when I work out. I'm listening to the music that I listen to when I work out. So my body's like, all right, we're just working out. Don't think about it, and I feel so much better during and after. So 100%.
I'm guessing it's Eye of the Tiger. Am I correct? The song.
Whoa. I did watch Rocky 4.
Oh, okay, cool. I love it. I love that song. It gets me going every time too. But yeah, I agree with you. Like I do a morning drink too, and as soon as that drink is halfway down, I'm like, okay, it's workout time. Let's roll.
Yep.
All right, cool. Well, I just want to say, I know you're on a long drive visiting your family, and I just want to say thank you very much. Any final words you want to leave these lovely people?
Take more chances. Take more risks. Have the conversation with the person that made eye contact with you at the grocery store. Sign up for that education class. Sign up for the cooking class. Do more things. I think life is short, and some of the most magical things can come from just taking that chance. So, if I can get one little message out at the end, I think that'd be it.
That's a good one. Don't be afraid to take the chances, because every time you, even if you take it and you're embarrassed or you fail, it's just one more attempt, and you just feel better about yourself when you're always taking those swings, right?
An experience, yeah.
Well, awesome, Bridgett. Thank you very much. Drive safe. I know you're driving with a 14-year-old, your son. That's always fun because this is the look you get, right?
Hi.
It looks like this.
Come say hi.
Doesn't it look like
Oh
this?
yeah, it's all like that until it's like,
There he
I'm
is.
hungry.
Hey, what's happening, dude?
Say hi, Tosh. Where are you?
What's up, my man?
Oh, get down
How
in
you
here.
doing?
He's so tall. So yeah.
He's a good-looking dude too. He looks just like you.
Yep.
All right, you two. Enjoy yourself. Have fun and drive safe. Thanks, Bridgett. Really appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.